Edgar has shared the following unsettling video. He saw it on the phone of his neighbors and asked permission to upload it to the paranormal section. It was already late that day, and the man in the video was out with his little kid on a playground, which is situated close to the residence. The moment his little daughter is coming down the slide, there appeared something behind her that lacked any kind of explanation. Edgar's neighbors swore that no other kid was playing there at the time, and that the video certainly wasn't staged. If that's true, what are we seeing here? Peeking out of the darkness right behind the little girl. For the family, it appears to be a mystery. The following video was sent by Andrea Jazz, and it was captured by CCTV camera, which is mounted above a train track at a station. The train car has been taken out of circulation due to a pending repair job. The weird thing is that inside the car, some really strange activity was unfolding.
Ah, bueno, eso ya es una fuerza, boludo. Mucho viento, sí.
Poner de vuelta.
Pará. Ahí vienen ustedes. Encima venían ustedes.
Lo llevamos nosotros.
2 minutos después.
Que estaba cerrada.
No, boludo, la puerta.
Pará, ¿viste eso, Nero?
Sí, dale.
La puerta ahí está abierta. Tomá.
A ver, pero
But what almost went unnoticed for a moment is this person here. Or is it a person? The security guard stated that it's very unlikely that somebody was lingering around there, especially at night. And if you combine it with the activity inside the train car, was it a paranormal incident perhaps? In the end, we have to ask ourselves here if that's just a regular person, or if something else coordinated this mysterious event. Following is a recording which was shared by user Cam. She was recording a fun dance tonight for her profile and had some of her family and friends over. All in all, it was a really enjoyable evening, but one of her friends noticed that something seemed off with this video. It almost appears as if a creepy face can be seen in the mirror behind the woman. They stated that this was not a reflection of something else, and that this normally isn't there. So, was it something from another realm, or is it just paranoia? Now we are taking a look at another unsettling recording, which was initially recorded by the CCTV camera for company. The girl in this video is explaining to us that the parking garage in particular to pretty frightening sightings and noises, especially at night, when she and her colleague are on their way to their cars after their shifts. They have seen strange shadow people walking the empty garage, and even report to have heard their names being called, amongst other inexplicable noises. One of the security guards, however, might have caught one of these beings on the security systems one night, which freaked the whole staff out, to say the least.
Oigan, les voy a enseñar algo que pasó súper extraño aquí en el trabajo. Imagínense que hay un estacionamiento. Déjenlo voltear esto. Es este. Chequen esto, porfa. Y ahorita les anexo la evidencia.
Mira, cabrón.
It's quite hard to explain what we are seeing here, but some commenters believe that it looks like a floating torso, which is ducked forward a bit and floating past the elevator doors. The security staff does not believe this to be a light reflection or cobwebs of any sort, and also point out that this thing seems to have super tiny legs or thighs or whatever that's supposed to be. A paranormal entity, perhaps, without any doubt, believe most of the staff. What's your explanation for this sighting? Quite mysterious, and given all the other weird incidents in the parking garage, it makes one wonder if this is real ghostly activity that they have captured here. The following video was sent by Tobias M, and he forwarded this originally from Sinistro Hendrik Alves. It was captured by a family in the United States that has had some pretty strange events unfolding in the past weeks. Apparently, they received a lot of motion alarms at night, only to be seeing weird hovering objects that were making it through their yard and driveway. This was one of their latest recordings. Could it just be spider webs or a bug? Very unlikely, says the family. It happens so frequently at night that they believe something else is going on here. What do you think? Paranormal? Or something way more rational? The following is another really creepy recording which was sent to me by Brian and which features another of these bone-chilling Japanese video clips. It was recorded by a young man who saw a strange woman sneaking around in front of their house close to the fields. His idea was to see what she was up to and to possibly confront her about this strange behavior. He follows her, only to lose her for a moment. He walks around for a while, and it got dark in the meantime. After hearing some noises that sound pretty similar to his cell phone, the following unfolds. The creepy woman with a distorted face runs towards him on all four limbs and simply disappears. Terrifying. Again, probably just a film project, but a real goosebumpy one. Flipping Fanny Fluthers has shared a video on her TikTok that apparently shows a paranormal manifestation in her mirror. She has shared it several times because she felt it didn't get the recognition it deserved. Well, let's help her with that. In general, she mostly posts entertaining songs and dances, so a serious ghost video is a bit out of her forte. Let's see. I do actually agree. A shadow seems to be appearing from the right and then appearing in the mirror. What do you think? Is it a paranormal shadow apparition or just a hoax? following is an interesting clip that has been uploaded by StayRB to the paranormal section of Reddit. The user states that he grew up around his grandparents, who were the owners of a local pub. People always said that this pub was haunted, and some even stated that they saw ghosts in there themselves. Today, RB is sharing a short clip that he could get from the camera of the place. He states, "This is a small clip I have on my phone from the pub's camera. It's showing the man who used to follow me in my grandparents' pub." My grandma always said the pub was haunted, so I'm going with ghost. No one else would have been there at the time in the morning. We can see somebody peeking around the corner here. Pretty creepy, to be honest. His family does believe that this was indeed a paranormal encounter. Of course, there's no proof for this claim. Maybe it was just a creepy guy. But why would anybody do this if it wasn't a staged incident, of course? Who can say? In this video, a concerned mother is recording her daughter due to troubling statements made by the little one. According to her daughter, there's a presence or entity inside the closet causing movement. She managed to catch a glimpse of this activity through the gap beneath the closet door, but couldn't identify who or what was inside. This deeply alarmed the mother because they've been experiencing unusual incidents at home for a while now. Cheryl, the mother, doesn't explicitly detail what transpired, but she's now convinced that something else is happening in their house. One day, while Cheryl is sewing in her room, her daughter, who's playing with her toys nearby, informs her of movement in the closet. Cheryl promptly grabs her phone and starts recording, sharing this unsettling experience.
Hey guys, just wanted to jump on really quick because I had to stop sewing. My daughter just said that something weird really happened and we've been experiencing a lot of strange things lately, just different noises and stuff. Don't mind my mannequins, I sew for a living, so. Can you tell mommy what you just said?
I think there's something underneath the door.
Under the closet door? Is that what scared you? It's okay. What?
I'm scared.
Let's go, come on.
A chilling mannequin in the room begins to sway on its own before abruptly falling to the ground. Both Cheryl and her daughter are left shaken, as neither of them was close to the mannequin when it moved. They were too far away to have influenced it. Perplexed and unnerved, they hastily exit the room. Cheryl keeps mannequins in her bedroom because she now works as a seamstress from home. Cheryl, however, remains skeptical, especially since strange incidents had been occurring even before she acquired the mannequins just a few months ago. On another occasion, Cheryl's daughter is playing in her mother's room when the following unfolded. Cheryl's daughter approaches the closet, seemingly drawn by a noise from the inside. She scans the area to determine the source of the sound, but finds nothing. So what exactly do you think was captured on camera? Cheryl has yet to provide her interpretation. But many believe that something paranormal might have happened here. Who can say? Now we will be taking a look at another update on the haunting of your Sherlock. Most of you, I'm sure, are familiar with this story already. Luan and his family own a store that has been experiencing tons of paranormal activity, including shadow figure sightings. Within the last few months, the haunting seems to have escalated to their home as well. The family has been documenting the occurrences for months now.
Ahí está. Ahorita se siente la presión fuerte, pero
in the clip, Luan is filming in his home at night. Behind a curtain, a shadow can be seen very quickly, moving in front of the window. It happens so fast, so Luan slows it down for us. As the dark figure moves out of sight, we can make out very briefly what appears to be a glowing eye.
dice que no podemos estar así, que es nuestra casa. Se siente la presión fuerte, pero pues es nuestra casa, ¿no?
Do you believe this is the same spirit that has been haunting the family in the prior videos? Or could this just be a strange shadow that Luan caught on camera by chance? Who can say for sure? I'll keep my eyes open for possible updates. The following case was shared by Ricardo on his very own Instagram. I had initially featured one of his clips in the past, but there's more to this creepy story. This whole saga started with Ricardo sending a video before dozing off. It shaped out to be a really terrifying clip. He was talking to his girlfriend on WhatsApp one night. It was basically just sending her a video about him lying in bed. However, when showing her the dimly lit hallway, something rather creepy was captured.
Pues ya me acomodé y todo, ya me quiero dormir, ya tengo sueño, pero tienen la luz del pasillo prendida y mi mamá está escuchando un video, güey.
Something sinister was peeking around the doorway into Ricardo's bedroom that night.
Pero tienen la luz del pasillo prendida y mi mamá está escuchando un video, güey.
He states that he did not even notice this thing looking at him the night before. Ricardo started uploading a video diary about this really terrifying event. This clip got many clicks and people started sharing his story. The young man wanted to know what happened that night and if he actually was in danger. After all, only his mother, who was supposed to be cleaning the kitchen, was with him that night. What frightened them even more though was the fact that nothing could be seen reflecting in the mirror on the wall. Nothing that could explain this person, or whatever it was, looking into his room. But what many didn't know at the time of this video was that the home of Ricardo was placed to really strange occurrences for quite some time already. In his video diary, he talks about the old house that has been in the possession of his family for quite some time. Even his grandparents lived in there in the 50s. The house itself is located in the center of Zacatecas in Mexico. He states that staying in this house for the entire day during quarantine has made him aware of many strange encounters that have transpired in there. Nothing on first glance, however, something unusual seemed to be hiding from inside. take another look. A dark shadow can be seen, and it was in fact not a reflection. This thing came from the inside of the house. The following was uploaded shortly after. Weird noises, yes, but a viewer noticed something else on this recording that was really hard to see. An eye, or something that looks like it. After falling asleep, he heard something straight in front of his bed and took a photo. Is this an apparition or a shadow figure watching him perhaps? The lock of the door seems to be moving on its own. How creepy.
No mames. El peor es que este cuarto tiene años cerrado. Casi nadie lo abre. O sea, ahí estoy solo. No mames.
Ricardo states that he had goosebumps at this point and was terrified. Don't forget, he was alone at this time, but with some encouragement of his viewers, he foolishly decides to take a look into this room that had just opened.
No sé.
For many people, it is without a doubt the same entity that was seen several times before in this house. Is that possible? This next clip was uploaded by Steve Ballard and was filmed at the Grain Ford Tunnels. The tunnels were originally built to defend the Thames from any French naval attacks and was actually used during both World Wars before being decommissioned in 1956. With such a lengthy history, it seems highly possible that this location might be haunted. The video is quite short, but keep your eyes on the back of the tunnel.
There was a breakthrough down here.
Steve is moving his flashlight around, seemingly illuminating the details of the brick wall around, when he captures something unexpected.
Shadow figure at Grain Fault. Show itself just there. This is being played about half speed. Now watch. Now. You see it?
Walking past him in the darkest part of the tunnel is what appears to be a shadow figure. The entity is tall, about the size of the average man. And could possibly be wearing some bulky clothing, maybe a backpack. Could this be the spirit of a soldier lost during one of the world wars? As Steve aims the flashlight towards the figure, it vanishes. I can only imagine how terrifying it must be to encounter something like this deep in the tunnels. Let me know your thoughts on this one. Is it a true paranormal capture?
This is being played about half speed. Now watch. Now. You see it?
Now take a look at an investigation by Signs and Signals. In their previous visit to this abandoned home, the duo found a mysterious box there. Not knowing what it was, they brought it home and opened it. Many viewers, however, warned the pair that the box appeared to resemble a debug box, an item that is haunted by the spirit of someone who has passed on. According to legend, the spirits that inhabit these items also have the ability to possess people as well. The man decides that the best course of action is to return the box to exactly where they found it. Let's see what happened.
Alright, so David is going to make the new seal. Just do what they had here. Put it back, they had it in the middle. Okay.
Dude, that shit's on the ground now. It's on the ground.
What the dude is spinning, man. How did they
Dude.
move up there to down there and not like fall into pieces?
Dude, what the man?
Near the end of the investigation, they unknowingly capture this chilling sight.
Do some crazy shit, dude.
Yeah. Look on. How did that thing even turn? Like, straight up, bro. That's some. I ain't messing with you.
In the back corner of the room, a strange shadow can be seen. It seems the man didn't notice it while filming. However, when we look closer, it definitely appears to be in the shape of a person. Is it possible this shadow figure is related to the box that the team returned to the home? Luckily, it doesn't seem the spirit attached itself to either man, as is the risk with meddling with haunted objects. Make sure to give Signs and Signals a watch if you can. The following TikTok has been recorded by user Jenny Mains. She actually doesn't have many videos on her profile and mostly shares moments of her and her friends out in the fields or hanging out. The clip I'm about to show you is similar, yet there's a pretty creepy element to it. Apparently they came across this abandoned house in the fields and Jessie decided to record it, not noticing anything at the time. Once she was home, it was a terrifying find. Have you noticed it? Let's look at that again. Her viewers believe that she caught an apparition moving in the doorway. Especially in the first couple of frames, it is noticeable that there seems to be standing something, and then we see it move all of a sudden. Some say it looks like a spirit in a dress, maybe a female, that was living in that house back in the day. And what is going on with the windows here? Notice how there seems to be a little spot moving, and then all of a sudden it appears that the lady can be seen once more, hovering to the right. What do you guys make out of that? Is it just a hoax? A friend perhaps? Pretty good editing? Or a paranormal event unfolding? I have to say, it looks pretty intriguing to me. The following unsettling videos were recorded from inside the car of Beth. She saw something creepy appear out of thin air, right across the street in the woods. And of course she turned her camera on and started capturing this quite eerie event. She shared it with her friends and family at first, so she certainly wasn't looking for any attention.
Talia, get over here. Can't even zoom in any closer. You see it? It just walks back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I initially took the video to send it to my friend. He paces back and forth for hours and hours, not just for 20 minutes at a time. This is hours and hours and hours and days, weeks. I mean, here we are a month and a half later and it's been still there.
She states that this went on for over a month at this point, and that this shadow can mostly be seen from a distance only.
Where we see that figure, it just walks back and forth every day, all day. Now, I've been over there a couple of times. As I walk up on it, there's just nothing there.
It's quite baffling for sure. People suspected that it might have been a strange reflection from somewhere, while others think this to be impossible, or that somebody was playing a creepy prank. Whatever the answer, it's certainly a creepy incident. Angie has shared the following recording. She states that her uncle is currently working at the infamous Cecil Hotel. As many of you know, many tragic events have unfolded in there. Her uncle found the following quite unusual. Nobody else but him was walking on that floor at that time. And it was closed due to the renovation work. People speculated that it might have been poltergeist activity that was moving the doors here. Maybe a former resident that didn't appreciate the renovation work. If it wasn't staged, what else could this have been? Now Now we want to check out a video that was uploaded by Rebecca Schütz, and she states it's a security video provided by the West Street Chapel. In the video, a night janitor looks at the door around 5 AM, and a few seconds later, what appears to be a little girl in a white dress runs towards the door, then quickly out of frame. Later, when cleaners were shown the video, they were terrified. No little girls had been in the building that morning, and no one had an explanation for who the figure was, except, well, something otherworldly. Let's take a look. Okay, that seems to be the security guard. Whoa. This? That looks eerily similar to a real person, doesn't it? I mean, I don't know if we can see a shadow here, but to me, I don't think we can see a shadow from that girl. This is really creepy. I mean, this could certainly be a ghost girl. I would not be opposed of that idea that this is something otherworldly for sure. And it's really creepy. What could the spirit be doing in there?